Hey, what's going on, everybody? So today is me taking my Udemy course and learning how to use Unity properly. I think in this course I'm going to be creating maybe 4 or 5, maybe 6 different games, somewhere along those lines. But this is me recording my journey and learning the Unity game engine as well as C#. So enjoy watching this video as I learn. You're probably going to hear me chime in at certain points. But until then, just enjoy the video. Enjoy the music, whatever music I have playing in the background as I learn and do things. Alright, right here guys, I'm in Visual Studio to do code for the tutorial game that I'm following along that's helping me to learn the Unity engine as well as C#. So here I'm going to be following along with the tutorial to understand the different functionalities in C#. Like so far, my instructor was explaining up here what these first 3 lines are, which is pretty much data collections of libraries. And void start is essentially pretty much basically when you start up the game. And here void update is pretty much, you know, game loop, 60 frames per second, or, you know, run like every time the game runs, it's like running every frame. In pseudocode, essentially it's basically notes for yourself as a developer, especially if you're new, and or if you're working with a team or another coder. You can comment what's called commenting out to leave this note to kind of show and tell what you're doing right here. So basically you would do the 2 backslash to comment out. Everything that's commented out that's not really technically code will be in green, the darker green. So that's pretty much what I was doing here. I was making a note of instruction of what I'm supposed to do right here. And then I'm gonna look, and then basically what I don't show here is me Googling to figure out what is it that I do here in Unity. So prime example, pretty much it, like if you're new to Unity and you're trying to figure something out, you would type in how do I transform a position in Unity using C#, and basically what's going to pop up is a Unity manual, the scripting API that'll pop up in Google. And pretty much it goes to that reference to kind of show you an example of what the code would look like and how you would essentially write that in code. So as I'm listening to my instructor, I'm also looking at documentation to see how I would write it in code. right here, you guys, I'm following along with my lesson, like I said, and compared to other tutorials that I found on YouTube, this is a very good teacher because he's breaking down, like, for the most part, like how to read the documentation and transform. Like, prime example, if you click on the little circle with the question mark, that brings up documentation to where, you know, it pulls up references and tells you what certain things does, and so on and so forth. Alright, so right here, everybody, I'm under void update, and pretty much what I'm doing right here, the instructor was essentially trying to get us to pretty much move our cube in every direction. So down here in void update, I'm writing out a code to essentially move the cube right, left, and up and down. So instead of me typing this out multiple times, I was just pretty much testing it here. You know, transform.translate vector3.write times time.delta time. And then basically, pretty much when I go back to my screen in Unity, and once I saved it out in the script, and then once it compiles here in Unity, as you can see, the cube is now moving to the right. And I was like, yay! So in the next couple of clips, you'll see where it's moving. It's going to be moving to the left, it's going to be moving up, and it's going to be moving down. So just a quick note here, you guys are probably wondering why, after saving the script and then compiling it back in Unity, why the cube was just moving up and it just kept going up. Well, essentially, that's because we haven't established a boundary system yet. So think of it like this, like when you play video games, and you know how some video games, like, you're hitting up against an invisible wall? Well, that's because that designer has put in place the boundaries of where the player can move inside the game environment. So since I haven't set that up here, if you don't set the boundaries, and obviously, you know, when you're dealing with your movement of your character, it's either going to be constantly going up or constantly going down or constantly going to the right or to the left. Also too, I did set the speed to 5. Right here, I was just playing around with the code with delta time, making the cube go left, right, up and down 5 spaces times delta time, which is delta time is real time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Peace.